Guys, you know a book is 5 stars when you see a quote from it and it brings back all the memories. I was scrolling through Pinterest about 2 days ago, I think, and I saw this little quote from Great Big Beautiful Life, and I was like, oh, I miss Aiden and Alice. They're so great. Oh, I want to read it all over again, and it just brought back all the memories. Oh, I love that book. And I want another 5 star. Oh, anyway, at least I add Pride and Prejudice, but that's a reread. I already knew that was gonna be a great time. Okay, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayo and I talk about books, K-dramas and everything in between. So if you enjoy that, please stay a while. I was supposed to be aired last week. I filmed a bookshelf tour, but it's about an hour or so footage, and I just couldn't wrap my head around editing it, so I didn't. Anyways, you'll see it at some point. I think so. I think so. I just love being in a good headspace. But I saw that quote from Great Big Beautiful Life and I thought I want to read another book. Also, today is September 24th. And we're about to end the year. And my 25 and 2025 list, I've only read 9 books. So we have to lock in. Okay, we have what? 3 months to go. I mean, guys, I need to lock in. Okay, so now I have 16 books to read before the year ends, and I must read them. Also, why did I put so many Anna Karenina is in here? I know why the cage bird sings is in here. The eyes were watching God is in here. The book thief is in here. Wow, those are some heavy books. And yeah, you know what? I've got to lock in. I've got to lock in. So if I told you, if you recommended a book to me and I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna read that book. Yeah, that's be next year, I think. But anyway, what is my point? I've just been yapping. My point is we've got to read some of these books, and currently I'm in the middle of 3 of them, and I decided I'm gonna pick one of them and we're gonna do a reading vlog about it. And it is, drumroll please, a novel love story by Ashley Poston, and I have it here on my Kobo, and I have it on my, I have the physical copy. Spread edges from Fairy Loots. Yeah, this is Fairy Loots exclusive edition, and yeah, it's gorgeous. The story actually intrigued me because it's the main character. She finds herself in her favorite book, okay, in town from her favorite book, and you know what, that is exciting. Who doesn't want to be in their favorite book? Although if I get sucked into Pride and Prejudice, I'll probably be a servant because I'm black. So I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to do that. So let's do this. Also, I've seen everybody do this, like read for 1 hour. Let's see whether I read, that's why I have the two. Let's see whether I read faster on physical, using the physical copy or the e-copy. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try that challenge, and I'm gonna take 2 hours. According to my e-reader, I have 6 hours to go, so we're gonna take 2 hours to read today. And although I'm gonna read more, I think, and we are gonna do this. I'll read this for 1 hour, and then I'll read this for 1 hour, and then we'll calculate how many hours. How about that? Okay, so I'll see you in that challenge. Okay, I'm back and I have my timer. I'm gonna start the timer. I have my book. I'm just gonna take off the dust jacket. Yep, and I am starting from chapter 7, and it has chapter 18, so like a river runs. And I really like this paper, and I've got my highlighters and my pencil ready just in case, because I like to know stuff. And then we are going to log in, and that's it. And I will start the timer and I will wait. See you in a bit. Yeah, it's 1:10 and I just made it to page 133. So just a minute. Let's count how long that is. Started at 63. 70 pages for 1 hour. Yeah, that's so good. I'm proud of myself. And okay, so that will be 70 pages for an hour, and then we are gonna do that, repeat that for the e-reader, and we're gonna see how many pages I make it through. So I'm gonna start again. I am so excited. I actually love this challenge. It's great. I'm back. I had to get hydrated and just I'm ready. I have put it up on air, and according to I'm now 38% in, so that's good. Yeah, and we have a timer and we're gonna start, and let's see. Yeah, we made it. Guys, I am on chapter 22, and let me see. I don't know how many pages that is. We're gonna count. And moment of truth. Let's see. And I'm gonna look in my. So that is 75 pages. Not bad. So it says 75 pages. So, hey, I'm about 5 pages more on the e-reader. So I do read a bit more on the e-reader, a bit faster, because I was slowing down to take notes and highlights. So, hey, that is actually very surprising and very interesting to find out that I read a bit faster on the e-reader on my Kobo, but not that much. It's great. Great to find out. And yeah, so that's the challenge. Where I am now, things are getting heated. This is supposed to be a reading vlog, right? And I haven't said much. I will come back and say how I feel about the book. Hi guys, remember when I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna come back and tell you about the book I'm reading? A novel love story. Yeah, no, I didn't not. I did not. It's 2 days after. That was Wednesday. It's Friday. And no, I have not read it. I did read a chapter yesterday, but how am I feeling? I just decided I'm gonna finish it. I'm about 100 pages remaining, and I feel like in an hour and a half we can get through it. And I want to finish this blog today, so I'm back to talk about a novel love story. I realized that I did not even tell you what it was about. So it's about a young woman. Well, is she young? A woman. It's about a woman who is going through a difficult time, and she needs to go on a trip. So she and her friends, they're going on a trip, and everybody else dropped off. And she decided that she's still gonna go on a trip because she really, really wants to. She really, really needs the trip, and she's having a difficult time. She's in a difficult period in her life, and she ends up in a favorite romance novel, a town where our favorite romance novel is based. And basically, chaos ensues because, of course, she's like, how did this happen? Is this real? Is this a joke? Is this a prank? Or what is going on? Because a favorite romance novel is based in a fictional place, it does not exist, and she's meeting all these characters that she's only ever thought of or imagined. And yeah, and she meets a mysterious young man. Well, he's not young, a mysterious man. And of course, it's gonna be the love interest. I have a theory. She thinks that he is fictional. I don't think he's fictional. I think that he has something to do with the author, and that's why he's there. Or he has, or he's like and he also really, really loves romance novels. Well, we do know he likes romance novels because he said he does, but I feel like this is his favorite romance novel too, and he ended up just like in a rut romantically, and he must have also wished for something and also ended up in this town. And that's what I feel. That's what I feel like they are kindred spirits, and so they are both not fictional. But you know what? Maybe he thinks she's fictional. You know what? I don't know. I really don't know. But she thinks he's fictional, and she's like, "Oh, I can't date him. I can't be falling for him. He's a fictional guy. Blah blah blah. He must have his own heroine." And you know what? They're gonna fall in love anyways. But I really, really want to know more about him. Also, he's blonde, and I know on TikTok, on BookTok, and on BookTube, people don't like blonde men. Why? I don't know. But he's a blonde man. His name is Anders, and her name is Elsie. You know what? Elsie and Anders. Interesting. Actually, this I don't know if this might be a 5 stars, but it's definitely a 4 star, maybe 4.5, because I really am having a good time and I love their romance and it's sweet. And I love learning about her, and I love what she's discovering about herself and how she should feel about romance. So she had a failed engagement, and that's why she was in a really bad place emotionally. But yeah, I feel like everything's gonna be okay. Of course, it's gonna be okay. This is a romance novel. But yeah, I'm having a good time, and where I am now, I don't really want to give spoilers, but yeah, I'm about 150 pages in, and yeah. Oh, after my challenge, actually, I feel like it's faster on my Kobo, yes, but there's just something about the magic of reading on paper that is so nice. I think I really really like it. Also, I don't know. I like the paper fairy route as you I've used here. It's not I really did not like the other paper on the other book I was reading, because I read At First Bite 2 weeks ago, also at at back, and I did not like that paper. So after light paper I do not like, but I really like Fairy Lutz paper. Maybe we're gonna check also, because I'm gonna read um the spell shop, and that I'm gonna see the paper on that, because that is Illumicrate, I think. No, Alcrate. Alcrate. That is Alcrate, and yeah. Anyways, that's all I have for you, and I'm gonna come back and tell you how I feel at the end. See you in a bit. Okay, so I already filmed this, and it was too dark, and so now I have to reform it. But I have finished a novel of story, and I am back to tell you about it. Um, okay, let's talk about a novel of story. I think it was okay. I think it was an okay book. But it wasn't like my favorite book. I think it was well written. I really enjoyed the idea of the plot. I wouldn't say I really enjoyed the execution by the end. About 60% in, I was really really enjoying it. I thought it was great. I thought Anders was great. I thought the interaction with our favorite characters was great. I sort of like the conflict that we had with Eileen, Elsie, and the main character's name is Eileen, but everyone calls her Elsie. And yeah, I thought that was great. But my problem with this book would be the love story. I've heard people talk about this a lot. And I feel like when I was listening to people, I was like, I don't really get it. I feel like when I watch reviews and people say something, but because I don't know, I haven't read the book. So I'm like, I don't know. I might disagree, or I might not. But now I feel like I get it, but not for the reasons that people say. So usually when of the reviews that I've watched, people often said that, like, oh, the love story was just like an afterthought. It wasn't developed, and it was just developed at the end, about 20% in, and that was it. And so it felt tagged on. tacked on, and I was like, I don't know. And when I started it, I just didn't think that. I don't think that was what was going on. I thought that, yeah, I thought, oh my goodness, they are always interacting. What do you mean? I don't get that. I don't see it. But now at the end, I see what people mean. So I'm gonna just disagree slightly that it's not really that the love story is in the background and there's a bigger overarching thing. Kind of like, I feel like it's sort of like doing what Emily Emery does, where there's just something else going on, and it's about the main character finding her own, like, she has her own personal realization to get to, but then she also has this love story, and which is basically what this is. But I will argue that, unlike, say, Great Big Beautiful Life, which I loved and was a 5 stars and I was gushing to you guys about, I feel like this one, by the time I got to the end, my problem really isn't that it came in 20% in, which I don't think it did. I think it was scattered throughout the whole book. My problem is that I don't think that the love story was believable. I just did not think these two people should be together. Sorry, I was like, no, I don't believe the love story. I just don't believe it. I just don't think that they belong together. I I think it was missing that depth, and that is what we're missing. So they had conversations, but I felt like everything was a little bit too fast. Because yes, they kept having interactions, but I felt like everything was about how physically attracted they were to each other, and it was all about this physical intimacy, whereas I wanted them to be a little bit more emotionally connected. And although she does tell us that they are, and I am like, no, I don't see that. I don't see that on page. I just don't believe that they connected. And even if they did, I think that they were better off as friends. They would have ended up as friends because of the plot twist that she eats us with, which I cannot say because it's a spoiler. But I just think that that just made everything um I just made everything complicated. Okay, so maybe I should just put a spoilers section. Okay, I will do that and then say it in and then say what I mean. So what I mean is that she, in the story, the love interest is the fiance of our favorite author who is dead, which is like, okay, and I get it. So he is in this story because if you watch, I had a prediction and I was like, oh, maybe it's his favorite author too, and that's why she's in it. But really, it's because the love of his life died, and so that's why he's there, and then she comes in, and then they fall in love. But I am saying that if he's in there because he can't get over the love of his life, why will he fall in love with another person as a way to get over that? I don't really think that works for me. Especially if it's a love story. I mean, this is a romance, right? And in romance novels, we like to believe that people are like, this is your person. Like, yes, there are second chance love stories, but you need time, right? You need time to grieve that person. And even though, yes, she's been gone for a while, but if he's been holding on to her for a while and he's been in this town, in this fictional town for a while, wouldn't he need a little bit of time before he starts falling in love with someone else? And why would it be like, oh, this person that's coming has helped him to see that he can now move on, and then it's like, oh, you are the person, you are the one for me. And I'm like, no, 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 go grieve, go take some time off, like get out of the fictional town, live again. I feel like if it had been like a friendship and she's like, oh, I was in a rut, you're in a rut, both of us are in a rut, and then she helps him to see that he can move on, I would believe that, as opposed to believing that they have this sweeping love story through the course of this book just because she was physically attracted to him and was physically attracted to her and he liked some things she said. If you get what I mean. Anyway, spoilers. But yeah, that is what I think. Yeah, let me know if you get what I mean. I just don't agree that that is right. Like, it just makes that love story not seem believable to me. And yeah, so end spoilers. Anyways, so that is what end spoilers, and that is what I think. I just don't believe the love story. And yeah, so that's why. And so it's gonna be a 4 stars for me. 4 stars because I really enjoyed it. 60% in. I thought it was whimsical. I thought it was fantastical. It was a little bit, it was cute. I thought it was cute. I liked Anders. I thought he was a very nice guy. Okay. I thought he was nice. I thought it was sweet. But I just felt like we didn't know anything about him. And unlike with Aiden, I felt like I knew Aiden in Great Big Future Life, even though people claim that they do not. I thought I knew Aiden. I understood Aiden. I just don't understand Anders. I didn't see him enough, and I just felt like they weren't having the conversations that I would expect that they would have, and to keep so much about themselves from the other person, even 80% into the story. It just seems a little bit ridiculous to me for a love story. For a love story, I like my love stories a bit more open, a bit more, like, it's not about the amount of time you spend with each other, it's about how much you are connecting with each other. And I felt like they weren't connecting with each other, they were just physically attracted to each other, and that's okay too. And so yeah, that's my problem with the book. And yeah, but other than that, I thought it was sweet. I thought it was a nice premise. I mean, falling into your favorite book, who doesn't want that? Okay. But then it's also like the premise of, yeah, it's not all it's meant to be, or like it's not all we think it is. It's not going to go exactly how we think it is because it's magical and blah blah blah. Then when you have to leave it, it's like, okay. So the real life is always better, you know what they say. But anyway, that's pretty much what she's saying. But I enjoyed it. It has good things. I thought the writing was great. I thought that it was descriptive and flowery and goes with the whimsy of the premise of the story. So that was good. I just really, really enjoyed it. And I'm glad it's off my TBR. Because now I don't have this on my 25 and 2025, and now I have 15 books to go. Yeah. Well, not yet. Yeah, so that was good. I enjoyed it. 4 stars. 4 stars for a novel love story. Also, very beautiful book. Yeah, also I enjoyed reading it physically. I only read it on my e-reader one time on this vlog. What else to say? I think that is all I want to say about this book. Now let's talk about the channel. Yes, I'm so sorry that it took me 2 weeks to come back. I have been out of it. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm always going through something. Everybody knows that. But yeah, if you're new here, I go through bouts of depression, all of that. I'm always sick, so I'm always up and down. But uh I'm back. uh, Hopefully I'm back. It's the editing. It's the editing this time. Editing just I have clips, and it's just getting myself to edit them. I got a cold, and I was just dealing with a lot of fatigue. So after I film, I just don't have it in me to edit again. Ugh. It's just like, oh my goodness. So and I am busy, so because I had a lot of traveling to do, all of that. But no excuses. We should try to get back into everything, and I will try. And I will try not to miss another video next week because I have the bookshop tour for you guys. Also, October, I am very, very excited. Taylor Swift's new album is coming out. I'm a Swiftie. If you're new here, yes, I love Taylor. I love her albums, and I am very excited that we're getting the life of a showgirl. Yes, let's get a party started. Okay, let's get a party started. Let's get the party started. I'm very, very excited to dance to new music. Touches Boys department was my jam. Okay, I know people don't really like it. I heard people that were like, no, it's too blah blah blah. Guys, you don't understand it. You don't get it. Okay, that's my album. Okay, that album, everything to me. Okay, what do you mean? So long London. Oh my goodness. I'm still there. I'm still at the restaurant. So yeah, I am so very excited for October because of the Taylor album. It's coming on October 3rd. Yes, 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 yes. But also in October, I'm gonna be reading Anna Karenina because I'm trying to make through the 25 and 2025 list. I have 15 books to go. I'm in. I'm in it. I'm in it. Okay, I'm locked in. Let's do this. Also, I am going to, because this is Friday. For next week, I am going to be reading Little Women, and because for the reading the classics, I am also rereading Northanger Abbey for book club. Would you guys be interested in me filming that? I might, I might not. I don't know. That's my favorite book. So I know I have Pride and Prejudice, but I think I should. I know I always say Pride and Prejudice is my favorite book, but at this point, shouldn't I say Northanger Abbey is my favorite book? Because Emmett is my favorite man, and Catherine Morland is my favorite girl. So really, is Northanger Abbey not my favorite book? I don't know. I don't know. I'm another Abbey girl always, and we are reading it, and I'm so excited. So I might film it or I might not, but I am filming Little Women for reading the classics. And in October, we are gonna be reading Anna Karenina. That's gonna be a month-long project because it's a very big book, and I am very, very, very busy in October. But I need that old 25 and 2025 list done. So we have a plan. We have a plan, yes. Also, Woodring Heights might be coming. So Little Women, Woodring Heights, and Anna Karenina. That will be the list for the reading the classics. And in between, we are gonna have some other books. I am thinking of doing a YA vlog because I want to read Fangirl. Fangirl is on the list, and Fangirl is an old classic. Okay, yeah, that was my book. That was my jam in the days. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna read that. Also, so you know what? We've got a lot of things to read, but I'm excited, and yeah, let's just see how the year goes. I'm very busy. I don't know what will happen, but also I need to take out my breaks. I'm too lazy now. You know, you get it. It's not just you guys that haven't seen me. My hair hasn't seen me. Anything hasn't seen me. I've not been anywhere. But but we are gonna try to get back into things. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me and for listening to me yap. And yeah, we discovered that I actually read faster on the e-reader, but I have to say, you can't beat that magical feeling of opening a book. I really, really enjoyed this Fairy Loot edition. I thought the paper was really great. Yeah, I thought it was nice. And for my next paper book, it's gonna be, yeah, I already said that, Little Women. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, but I still read faster on the Kobo. Also, I want to film a Kobo Libra color review because that is the Kobo that my e-reader that I showed in this vlog is the Kobo Libra color, and I want to do a review. It's been 1 year since I owned it, and yeah, I'll tell you guys all about it 1 year after. I got myself, and yeah, that is that. I will, yeah, that is all from me today. Yeah, that's all. I have to go on a walk, so I've gotta go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really loved hanging out with you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.